What is going on, YouTube? First off, I just want to say thank you for 10K subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you guys that stop by and watch my videos, watch me rant and yap about stuff that I'm really passionate about. So appreciate every single one of you guys stopping by, watching my videos, subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you guys like the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment. Really helps the channel out. And yeah, let's get straight to the point because you guys know me, I'm a straight to the point kind of guy. So in today's video, this is a highly requested video that I've been getting fucking DMs. Like my DMs have just been flooded about this shit. You guys want a daily profile video, and I haven't really seen a really like good daily profile video explaining like literally all the daily profiles, and I got them all here. I got the best ones in this video right here for you guys. We're going to be talking about the times for the daily profiles, why you need to know them, and the answer to that question on why you need to know these daily profiles is really so you don't get your daily bias fucked up. After this video here, you're hardly ever going to get your daily bias messed up. I promise you. Daily bias is super easy once you know these profiles. So let's get straight into the video here. There's going to be about 4 daily profiles that I'm going to be explaining here that happen on an everyday basis. And I'll give you guys like some tips and stuff like that on if you can't recognize a daily profile, there's certain things that happen in price action that can skew up these daily profiles. But for the most part, these happen every single day, every single week. And once you know these, again, you're not gonna guess on what the daily bias is. Every single daily bias video on YouTube is trash if they don't understand daily profiles. Right here, this is straight from ICT himself as well. So I just want to emphasize that it's not like for me. I just want to give credit to ICT. This is straight from ICT himself. So once you guys know this, you guys are not gonna guess your daily bias ever again. Like you're gonna be spot on 95% of the time. Okay. So let's get straight into it. And I'm going to be showing examples of every single daily profile as well. So this might be a little bit of a lengthy video, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me, watch it all the way through. Those of you in the private Discord right now, I actually included another daily profile in here that I didn't include in the one in the WAP. So just stick till the end and you'll see that one. So first daily profile that we have here, and for each daily profile, I included the buy and sell template. So that way you guys don't get confused or whatever, but we'll explain both of them here. So the first one is a classic daily buy profile. This is going to be your London reversal and New York expansion / continuation daily profile. So basically you have the opening price of the daily candle. And obviously if you're bullish, if your higher time frame narrative is bullish, if the order flow on the higher time frame is bullish, then you're expecting a reversal in London. That reversal is going to come in from 2 to 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And each time that I talk about in this video is going to be in Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you guys don't get that confused. If you guys need a time converter, go to Google. Google's your best friend. But what you want to do in the basis for this profile here is all you want is London to go into a 1 hour or higher PD array. The higher the PD array, the better in my opinion, but you want it to go into a 1 hour or higher PD array or some sort of key level, a tap of a key level like an order block, a fair value gap on the 1 hour or higher, something like that, around 2 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. And now how do you tell if this is going to be that London reversal, that true high of day or true low of day? Well, you need a tap of a key level and you need a good reaction, a very good reaction off of that key level or PD array that you are looking at, right? Your points of interest or an area of interest that you're looking for a reversal. You want it to occur between 2 to 5, and you want to make sure you get a change in the state of delivery, a CISD, right? So if we're looking at a daily candle, we want to look for that CISD on the 1 hour. That's why I say when we're looking at daily profiles, you want a 1 hour or higher PD array. If it's on the 1 hour, it's great because if you get a 1 hour change in the state of delivery, that's going to be really good for the daily profile. Because if you guys don't know time frame alignment, I'll just explain it quickly. If you're looking for a daily POI, you want a 1 hour CISD out of that daily POI, meaning points of interest, right? So you want to look for a smart money reversal or a London reversal around 2 to 5 a.m. EST. You want to get a change in the state of delivery, and then you are expecting New York to expand and continue up to your draw on liquidity or your daily objective. I just want to emphasize that order flow on the higher time frames, like the weekly, the daily, making sure that your daily and weekly chart and even monthly chart is bullish for this to, play out, right? You don't want, if you're in bearish order flow, you don't want the daily time frame, weekly time frame to be bearish, and then you're expecting a classic buy profile when it's bearish on the higher time frame. making sure that, you know, the daily and weekly are in bullish order flow and your higher time frame narrative is bullish, this is going to play out beautifully, I promise you. And that CISD, the change in state delivery on the 1 hour, once it taps into your point of interest, is going to be key, because once you get that, then that can confirm that this is going to go higher and New York is going to expand and continue. And where it expands and continues is going to be at 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, you will get sometimes where the correlated asset, let's say this is NQ, and you have the correlated asset as ES or even YM, they could dip down and make a bullish SMT from 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then the other correlated asset will expand and continue just like here, like this drawing here. And then from 12 to 3 and even 4 p.m. EST, you will oftentimes you will get consolidation at around equilibrium of the previous day range, or you will just get consolidation at around or below the drawn liquidity or daily objective that you're looking at taking, you know, price to. So you'll oftentimes get consolidation at around the DOL, and you'll get another, you know, sweep, a turtle soup into some sort of key level in this price leg that sends price up to the drawn liquidity or the daily objective. You'll get an SMT most of the times, and then you'll get an expansion higher up to that drawn liquidity or daily objective. Now, it's the same thing for the bearish case. You'll have the opening, you'll dip into a 1 hour higher PDA rate or key level, an area of interest that you are looking for a reversal from. You'll get it from 2 to 5. This is how you can confirm that this is a London reversal, a true high of day or low of day, because it is tapping into a key level or a PD array on the higher time frames, and it's sponsoring a move lower. You'll get a CISD here, and then you can expect New York to expand or continue from 7 to 10 and 12 to 3. Again, if we haven't met the drawn liquidity or daily objective from 7 to 10, 12 to 4 or 12 to 3 most oftentimes will meet that daily objective. Now, you guys might be wondering why I don't use 11 a.m. I don't like trading 11 a.m. 11 a.m. will often continue, yes, if we are in a distribution, you know, day. 11 a.m. will continue the trend. So you can say that, you know, from 7 to 11, if we haven't met the DOL, 12 to 3 or 12 to 4 will meet that drawn liquidity. You just have to be patient, right? So this is a classic buy profile and a classic sell profile. This is a London reversal, New York expansion continuation profile. All right, so let's move on to the next one here. So the next daily profile that I want to share with you guys is a London Judas and New York reversal profile. This is also known as a New York open and London close reversal profile, and I'll explain why. So a London Judas, and real quick, I forgot to mention this, but with all these daily profiles, you can also incorporate Asia. So this can be an Asia Judas and New York reversal. Okay, so you can apply this to the Asia session as well. It doesn't have to be just London. You can apply this to Asia session, which I don't see anybody talking about, but this can be all these daily profiles, and all the stuff that I talk about in London can also be applied in Asia. However, it more happens on the London side. So like London Judas will happen more than the Asia Judas. Okay, but you can apply the same logic to the Asia session. So London Judas is going to be your fake high of day or low of day. The reason why it is your fake high of day or fake low of day is because London will make a temporary high of day or low of day. And the way you could tell is if the move that was sponsored from London session going into New York was not sponsored by a key level, okay? Meaning that London session did not tap into anything that could sponsor a move lower into New York. This is where a lot of people get fucked up, and they'll see a market structure shift in London, and they'll expect that London reversal and New York continuation profile. But what they're missing is we did not get any sort of, you know, tap into a PD array on the 1 hour or higher, or any sort of key level on the higher time frame, like a daily OB, 4 hour OB, something like that. We didn't get any tap of any key level or PD array sponsoring a move lower into New York to continue in New York. So that is going to be your fake high of day or low of day. So you can replay that back if you need to hear it again. But that is how you could tell if it is a London Judas, a fake high of day or low of day. If it didn't tap into any PD array or key level that you're looking at, or an area that you're expecting a reversal from, and it just moved lower into New York, you can expect London high of day or low of day to be taken out. And the reversal will come in at 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So you will get a sweep, or you will get a tap into a key level in New York at around 7 to 10 a.m. You'll often get like an SMT divergence or something like that. You'll get a CISD, and then it'll reverse and take out the stops from the London Judas, okay, that formed from 2 to 5, and then it'll go to the daily objective. Now, if it fails to deliver to the daily objective in the morning session, then 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will continue the trend at London close, because London close is at 12 p.m. That's also why 12 p.m. is a key time. It's a new 6-hour candle open, a new 6-hour candle formation, and it's also London close. So when we close at London, we'll usually continue after the closure of London. So if you're expecting, higher, then you want the 6-hour candle to open lower. You want London close to potentially give you some sort of retracement. And sometimes I also include this little schematic here. Sometimes you'll just get consolidation from like 12 or 1 all the way to 3. And then that power hour, 3 to 4, will send price up. So that is another possibility that could happen from 12 to 4. But most oftentimes when you have this London Judas and New York reversal, it'll just shoot up to the daily objective or your drawn liquidity on whatever time frame you're looking at. It'll shoot up to there. And yeah, that is going to be your London Judas New York reversal. Same thing for the bearish side. You will have your fake low of day, no sponsorship from a key level, PD array, and New York will reverse it from 7 to 10. 12 to 4 will continue to move all the way down to your daily objective or drawn liquidity. All right, so your next daily profile is just going to be your classic power of 3, your classic accumulation, manipulation, and distribution. A lot of you guys have probably heard of it, but you guys probably don't know how to apply it. It's going to be your Asia and London consolidation to New York manipulation and expansion. This usually occurs during a 8:30 high impact news event or a 10 a.m. high impact news event. This daily profile is very easy to spot. Again, this daily profile happens a lot when there is a 8:30 high impact news event or 10 a.m. high impact news event. Okay, so what will happen is Asia and London will have a very tight range. You will consolidate, and then you will have a New York manipulation into a 1 hour or higher PD rate or key level. It'll sweep. Sometimes you'll get an SMT at that 8:30 mark, and then you will have a very nice reversal at 8:30 or 9:30, because if it's 8:30 manipulation, 9:30 should expand, and then 10 a.m. should be continuation. So you will get that manipulation at 8:30 to 10 a.m., and then 10 a.m. will continue to move, and 12 to 4 will continue to move up to your daily draw or your daily objective and draw on liquidity. Same thing for the bearish side. You'll have a tight range in Asia and London consolidation, and then 8:30 to 10 will manipulate and then continue to move lower to your DOL or your daily objective. This is a classic power of 3, classic AMD, classic sell day type of daily profile. Again, this occurs when there's high impact news at 8:30 or 10 a.m. Most oftentimes this will occur like on a Friday, but don't limit this daily profile to just Fridays. Again, this really happens when you see that 8:30, 10 a.m. news event. So this is a good daily profile to spot, and you will notice it when you see it. So something to keep an eye out for. But let's move on to this last daily profile, which is, I think, one of the daily profiles that mess up a lot of people. So let's get to it. So the last daily profile that I want to go over here before we get into the examples for each daily profile is a London swing to zday bullish and bearish profile. This is a profile that I didn't share in the private Discord. So those of the private members that are watching this is a daily profile that I want to share with you guys, with everybody, literally, because this is like your ranging days, and this day for me has caused a lot of trouble for me as well personally. And I know a lot of you guys out there have probably encountered this daily profile or this type of price action before and have probably been hurt by this, right? So this profile will first look like a buy template or a sell template, like a classic buy or sell. It is best to take profit in the morning session of New York and avoid trading after 11 a.m. because after 11 a.m. at London close, you will just have consolidation, a bunch of back and forth price action that you don't want to participate in. So what will happen is you'll have the open and you will form the low of day in London, and you'll think it's a London reversal, NY continuation, right? It'll tap into a key level or an area that you're expecting a reversal from in London, and you'll think that it's a London reversal NY continuation, and it will look like that. However, you'll fail to meet your daily objective, and you'll think that this is pulling back to offer another entry to go higher. However, it starts consolidating around the opening price of the daily candle, and you get chopped up right here, and you end up blowing an account or something, right? So 7 to 10 will form the high of the day, failing to meet your drawn liquidity or your daily objective, and then it'll just retrace, you'll think that this is a classic buy day. This is very, key. And oftentimes this daily profile will happen on no news days or after a large expansion day on the previous day. So if you have a previous day that expanded a lot or distributed a lot or even met a daily objective or a weekly objective, this will oftentimes happen like this. You'll expect a continuation the next day, and then you'll end up getting this type of profile here. You'll get consolidation after 10 or after 11 a.m., and it'll just consolidate around the opening price of the daily candle, and it'll just go sideways. Same thing for the bearish side. You'll open, you'll move up, you'll form the high of day at 2 to 5. It'll look like a classic London reversal, NY continuation. NY opens, it'll form the low of day in New York session, and then you'll just consolidate after 11 a.m. And then, 12 to 4 just goes sideways. It just consolidates around the opening price of the daily candle, and you can't move. You don't move. You just go sideways. You fail to meet the daily objective, your DOL for the day. And yeah, this is going to be a London swing to zday daily profile. And yeah, that is going to be the last daily profile that I wanted to go over with you guys. But now we can jump into some examples here in the next part of this video, and I'll show you an example for each daily profile and what to look for. So let's get into that right now. All right, so for the first example here, I'm going to show you guys the London reversal NY continuation daily profile. So like I mentioned in the first example that I showed you guys at the beginning of this video, you want a tap of a 1 hour or higher PD array / key level, your area of interest on where you're looking for price to reverse. You want a tap of that level at 2 to 5 in the morning, which is, London session. So we obviously get that here, okay? And it has to be a discounted PD array, all right? So we tap this 1 hour order block. This is the Asian session order block. We tap into that at 3 in the morning, so it falls under the 2 to 5 a.m. criteria. And you can see that London session tapped into this discounted fair value gap here of the weekly range. So from this low all the way up to this high, that's our weekly range of this, current week. And we tap into that discounted PD array. We have a change in the state of delivery because we've swept this low. We've closed a body above this high, and we come and revisit this in London at 3 in the morning. So you can see here on what New York does between 7 to 10 a.m., we end up expanding. Okay, so this is London reversal, NY expansion. Okay, London reversal, NY continuation. That's what it is. And then we come up to the draw on liquidity up here. Okay, this is your DOL, which is the previous day high. We've swept the previous day low. We've tapped a key level between 2 to 5 in London session, and we're expecting New York to expand off of this. So there is sponsorship from a key level in London. So this wouldn't be your London Judas because we actually used a key level in discount, right? We've used the key level in discount to sponsor this move higher. So this would not be a London Judas, which is the next daily profile example that I'm going to show you guys here on this chart. So let's go over to the next daily profile. But this is the type of things you want to see for the London reversal NY continuation profile. You want to make sure that London uses a key level or a PD array, on the 1 hour or higher to sponsor the move higher for New York. So it makes sense, okay? So let's get into the next daily profile here, which is the London Judas NY reversal. All right, so here's a great example that I found here on the chart is your London Judas NY reversal daily profile. Now, here, like I said in the earlier part of this video, I said that this London Judas can be applied to the Asia session. So the new daily candle actually opened right here. Okay, so this is the Asia session high. So you see how there's smooth relative equal highs here. This is the London high. This is where London formed the, London high right here from 2 to 5. But you could see how all these are just relative equal highs, okay? So New York starts right here. This is the 9:30 opening for New York. We dip down, we sweep the London low, and we also come into a higher time frame PD array, which this was a 12-hour OB. Okay, this was a 12-hour order block that we tapped into right here, and you could see the immediate reaction off of there. So if you guys use inverse fair value gaps, there's a 5-minute inverse fair value gap there, and you can see how we come up, we take out London high perfectly, and then we consolidate, and we use this here, and we actually have an SMT because I remember taking trades here on this day. We actually have an SMT with ES right here, and then we consolidate right below our main draw on liquidity, which is our fake high of day because Asia has formed the high of day for this day. So this is that London Judas or Asia Judas New York reversal daily profile. So it has an immediate reaction off this order block on the higher time frame, comes up, sweeps it, continues up to that drawn liquidity, and it perfectly hits all these highs right here. So that is the Judas to NY reversal daily profile. So let's get into the next one, which is a PO3 AMD daily type of profile and what you need to look out for that one. So this is that third daily profile that I showed you guys, which is the classic AMD, classic power of 3, classic buy template profile. So what'll happen here is once the daily candle opens all the way to London session, right, the Asia and London session will stay in a tight consolidation range, which you could see how it stayed in a very tight consolidation range from here, right? So we have the opening of the daily candle, and then we come and sweep this low, which is the previous day low, and we just stay in a tight range right here, okay, until 8:30, right? We have high impact news here. We come down, we sweep the London low, and we sweep our other lows over here to the left. So this is a key level. We sweep these into I think a weekly fair value gap, and then we have a nice sponsorship to the upside, right? So this is our Asia and London consolidation, New York manipulation, right? This daily profile happens a lot during 8:30 or 10 a.m. high impact news drivers, okay? So you have a tight consolidation, you have the manipulation at 8:30 or 10 o'clock, and then you'll get a tap of a key level or PD array on the 1 hour or higher. It'll move up, it'll manipulate, and then we have an expansion and continuation into New York, which you see here. We expand, and then we retrace, and then we continue at 12, which is what London close, and then we continue higher. So yeah, that is that profile. So let me show you guys the London swing to Z-Day profile here, and that'll be the last one so we can wrap this video up. Alrighty, so this is this London swing to Z-Day profile here, and it happened on a no news Monday. So very rangy day right here. There wasn't really much going on. We have our London high of day right here that happened at 3:45. You can see we barely sweep it here at 8:15 going into New York, and you can see how this may look like a classic buy day because we changed the delivery up here on the 15-minute, and then we come over here after 11 a.m. Guess what we do? We consolidate around the opening price of this day right here. So the second red line that I just drew is the opening price, and this is our daily objective or our draw on liquidity in which New York looked like it wanted to come down and sweep, but it didn't sweep it. It reversed. It took out the London high. This looks like a classic buy day, but you can see after 11 a.m., we just consolidate literally all day, all the way to closing. So this is what a London swing to Z-Day daily profile looks like. Okay, this is a daily, a London swing to Z-Day bullish profile. Just flip it around for the bearish one. It's just like this, okay? But that's basically what this profile looks like. It's not the best profile to trade in. This is the type of days you want to avoid. And again, this happens on like no news Mondays or just days after a huge expansion day. So if you had the previous day expand a lot, this can most likely happen. It's a very rangy day. The daily candle was just a range right here. And this is what it looks like. Okay, it looks like a classic buy at the start. So if you were to catch a move here in the morning at market open, you would be done. After 11, you would stop trading, and you could see why, right? You could obviously catch very small scalp moves, but why stress yourself out on a day like this? Why not catch a day like this, which is that, again, London Judas. I'll just, this is a bonus one right now, but you have the London Judas. It makes a fake high of day. No reaction off of any key level on the higher time frame to the left. We come down. This is a New York reversal. We tap into, what do we tap into? Let's scan the time frame. So we tap into a 4-hour OB right here. Let's go back to the 1 hour right here. So we tap into a 4-hour order block there. You can see the sponsorship, and that happens during the early hours of New York, which is, again, from 7 to 10. You can see what happens here. It taps it at 6, taps it again at 7, and then we move. Okay, so this is a London Judas, fake high of day, into New York reversal, which reverses at 6 and 7. Ideally 7, because it taps, that's when New York opens, but the kill zone starts at 6. But it taps it again at 7. Opens lower, taps it, moves higher, and yeah. That is your London Judas to NY reversal, and that London swing to Z-Day profile. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the the explanations of these daily profiles, and hopefully you guys can use these daily profiles for your daily bias moving forward. So If you guys found this video helpful and useful, please leave me a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what other videos you guys want to see. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy your guys' day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.